Hey guys, welcome. As a lot of you have noticed that we're starting to get into more precision type of shooting. Uh, a lot of times when I reload, it's for competition ammo only. I try to get the best that I can with the amount of volume that's necessary for competitive shooting or for practice time. So therefore, when I shoot for competitive shooting, I go for accuracy. But accuracy is not the key. I mean, it's important in competitive shooting. Accuracy is part of it, and you need to have the most accurate bullet that you can develop. But you need to develop those bullets at a cost that is not so extreme, if you will, that you can't continue to practice with that particular bullet, powder, and case combination. But here lately, I've been kind of getting into more precision type of shooting, trying to test the accuracy of different bullets, trying to develop different things to be more accurate, if you will. Case in point is we got some Sierra Match King bullets the other day, and then we also purchased some of these Sierra tipped Match King bullets. Okay, with those type of bullets, accuracy is what it's about. You don't need those type of bullets to shoot in a 3-gun competition, if you will. Now, long range competition, that's different from what I do. I'm more of a speed type of shooter. But accuracy type of events where you're out to 600 yards, absolutely. But the 3-gun competitions I shoot at, most of them at max, you're looking at 100 yards, maybe 200. It's a lot of speed work, a lot of shooting inside of what they call a kill house or in a scenario types of that kind of shooting. So long range accuracy was never a really big issue. If I'm getting a 2-inch group at 100 yards, it's more than enough to do what I need to do in those type of shooting events. Because we're getting into more precision type of shooting, and because I've showed you before that I have a long range shooting setup, I have a video on that. Everything takes time and it takes money, so when the funds come about or the money comes about, then I step up the game a little bit or change things. Well, one thing that I know for sure is in long range or accuracy type shooting, a stable base or stable platform is key. There's a lot of things in a stable base or stable platform that I like on different items that are out there on the market, and there's some things that I don't like. Let's talk about, when you put the bipod on your rifle and you're using a shooting bag. That type of setup is good for long range shooting because it allows the gun to free float and to slide around a little bit. I have found over the years the rifle sliding around is actually a good thing when it comes to accuracy. If you hold the rifle down too hard and it can't move, let's say you put it in a vise and it can't move, it puts a lot of wear and tear on that rifle. It puts a lot of flex in the rifle barrel system. It's hard on scopes and it can actually deter the accuracy. So, but on that note, with it sliding around and with it moving around, your shot consistency from shot to shot changes. I've always looked at the lead sled type of items out there, and I never really liked them because of the way they vice the rifle in. When that rifle is in your shoulder pocket, if you will, it has some give, it has some flex. When the rifle's on that bag, it has some give, it has some flex. It causes less wear and tear on the rifle. But after watching a lot of people using different rests and different methods, I decided to go with a new method. It's not the one that I'm going to use all the time, but it's the one I'm going to use when testing certain loads or certain load developments. That way I can have more shot consistency. First thing I want to do here is apologize for that glare of that big window. That window, I love it. I went and changed it, but it does let a lot of light in sometimes when you're trying to film. Okay, what I purchased was the Caldwell lead sled, the DFT2. Okay, the reason why I went with the DFT2 is many reasons. These rubber pads. They have rubber pads in the front, and they also have a rubber squishy pad here in the rear and also one behind. What those squishy pads do is allow it to not be in such a vise. It allows the gun to have a little bit of recoil space, if you will, to keep it from just tearing up the gun too bad. But it also is good because it has a consistent shot holding placement, if you will. So you can always leave the rifle in the lead sled and get those consistent shot groups that you're looking for. with the little bit of advantage that there is some flex. Also, you all see on my table here that I have these mats laying around. Well, these mats are basically just rubber mats that you get. They're exercise mats, if you will, and they work really good. They're cheap, inexpensive. I can cut them to the shapes and sizes I need. And I'm also thinking I can take some of these, cut them up, and put some more flex in there, if you will. I like that flex. Like I said, I found through the years of shooting rifles that if you don't have that flex, it actually hinders your shot placements. But when I seen this Sled DFT2 come out, there's two reasons. I like that, and I also like the fact that it has this 2-bar inner system, which allows the mag to fit down in between there. And because the mags can fit down in between there, you can actually use the actual 30-round AR mags to shoot with this particular setup. So this is what we're going with. I wanted something that was more stable than just the bag rest that I use and just the tripod, but I wanted something that I could get some flex as well from the recoil of the firearm. I like these rubber pads, like I said, and I'm sure once I cut some more padding for the back there, I'll get what I'm looking for as far as consistency. Okay, so the main reason for me purchasing that is because I wanted to get the best groups I could with my reloads. I wanted to take the human error factor out of it. You know, because of the way I shoot and the way I pull the trigger, sometimes I'm a little fast on the trigger and I'm a little hard on them guns. And I think with the lead sled that it would be more advantageous for the reloads, because my goal is to show what the reloads can do, the reloads out of that rifle. Now each rifle is going to shoot reloads a little differently and consistently, if you will. But I wanted to find out what my particular reloads were doing on a consistent basis. So out of the AR that I'm going to use, or ARs that I'm going to use, I wanted to know what a particular bullet is going to do out of that particular AR, and I wanted to take the human element out. So therefore, we went with the lead sled. I believe it's a new model on the market. It should, and hopefully it'll work good. Hopefully, when I add some more padding, it'll take that flex out that I'm afraid of so bad. But I think overall, I think it's going to be a good setup to test some reloads. All right, guys, so there's a quick little video today. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget that we keep links down in the description box for the Facebook and for the Patreon. Y'all go check those out if you'd like. I can't wait to get out there with that lead sled. I can't wait to load up a lot of these bullets. I have a lot of stuff planning for the new year. Each of you know that Christmas is coming up and the new year is coming up. So, you know, once we get through that, we'll have all the holiday season done and we can go back to making a lot of ammo, making a lot of bullets, making a lot of reloads, shooting a bunch, having a good time. 2018, I've got a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to. I'm not going to be shooting competitively as much as before. I'm still going to shoot competitively, but I'm not going to do it in the manner that where I was. I used to shoot a bunch of matches, local matches, then I would go to regional matches, district matches, national matches. I went to a lot of different types of matches. Next year, I'm not going to do that as much. We're going to take a little bit of that time off. So there's a little update. Can't wait to get some of these loaded up and get them out there and practice that lead sled and see how much weight we need to put on it and that kind of things. But all right, guys, once again, I appreciate all of you. Thanks again.